Hello, hello. For those of you playing Tetris, we're going to start our first qualifying session. So if you want to be a part of that for the first hour, come see me. And we're going to get started here in like 5 minutes. So then you'll have to wait another hour. So.
Hello, hello.
What's up, Ninja?
What's up, Vince?
All right, we're here at Game On Expo in Phoenix, Arizona at the Desert Regional.
Wow. I think, this is the first time I've ever commentated with you.
Oh, wow. Well, it's an honor for me. We're going to get these players going, everyone on stage. We're waiting on Kirby to come back.
If anyone has seen a Kirby, not the pink ball of the character, but Kirby, the Tetris player, please get ready to go on stage as we will be starting quals very soon.
I could see him walking up, making his dramatic entrance. You could see him maybe in one of the backs of the other cameras. Maybe he'll be in every camera. Oh, look at that. Every single camera.
Wants to make a fashionable entrance, wants to be seen in every cam.
All right, for those of you on the main stage, if you could top out, we're going to get the timer going. Hello, chat. What's up?
We are live. For anyone who's curious and wants to interact, we will be streaming on all major platforms such as YouTube, Twitch. Do we still stream on Kick? I believe we do.
All right, Jordan, whenever you're ready to top out, we're going to count it down.
Yeah, we're going to count everyone down. It looks like they're getting their last sets of warm-ups.
All right, you will have 1 hour. The qual is highest score or number of max outs, then highest score will seed you into a bracket.
Okay, so we'll just wait for Subia to top out. And I think Bidwell's playing with the level 0 AI in Tetris.
Hands-free, yeah.
Hands-free.
All right. Ninja, do you want to count us down?
Yeah, so let's get ready for the first qual session, starting in... Oh, the commentators. Okay. Yeah, I am not Danny, by the way.
I'm still Vince, yeah, but...
I could be Danny if the chat wants me to.
All right.
Okay.
Count us down, Ninja.
Let's count down. Qual session 1 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And they're off. And with this qual session, we count the max outs. If you don't get the max out, we get your highest non-max out, and that's going to determine the seeding here. Oh, yeah, they got to get... Let me start the stream on the others. On the top, we have Chris Bidwell, one of our Lifetime Achievement Award winners, going through some kind of situation already, but I'm pretty sure a legend like him can get out of this. We got Jordan on the top right, who is a roller. ID Kirby, who also is a roller, and Subia, who is a roller. So one of these things don't belong. In your case, who would it be, Vince?
Chris Bidwell?
We got one DAS player with 3 rollers. WD Subia used to be a tapper, turned roller. Same thing with Kirby. Kirby was also a table tapper, but with the power rolling, they switched to rolling, knowing that that would be the best way to get maximum score potentials.
So yeah, we're kind of losing table tappers every day, huh?
Yeah.
Only a couple left.
I know one of them happens to be here.
And who's that? Is that what does that player go by?
Who the
last table tapper?
The last table tapper? Oh, I think he goes by a ninja. But oh no, hold on. It looks like Kirby's having some issue. Oh, did not get the 5 taps there. I mean, Subia, are you gonna report that score? Probably. Yeah, I think he wants to report that score.
Yeah, we'll have a new leader.
Yeah, that's where we put the score right here and the max outs.
Going right there.
Yeah. So then when we put the score,
It's supposed to like auto-populate it from a different area. This is the one we should be drawing to there.
yeah, that's
Is that the one drawing?
yeah. Once you type it here, it auto populates there.
Okay. All right, you know what to do.
Gotcha.
Let's go, Chris Bidwell.
There we go. Yep. Already stacking quite high there for Subia, but is able to roll out of that situation.
Now remember, if you want your score to be taken, you have to raise your hand.
In 10 minutes, we're going to be starting our Tekken Tag tournament, so it's getting close to your last chance to sign up. It's free to enter. So head on down to the Retro World Series tournament desk. Get signed up for Tekken Tag tournament. We're starting at noon.
Yeah, so once you want to report a score, please raise your hand and wait until we give you like a quick thumbs up that you're ready to go. Something's happening there. A little bit of a refresh for Kirby's screen. He is playing. Oh yeah, look at that, a 400K for Kirby, about to reach transition. And there's a nice Tetris, 461 for Kirby. One more Tetris into transition. And there's a long bar, there's a transition, 485 transition for Kirby. The other three are still about halfway towards transition, so we'll see how far they can go until transition goes. Ooh, look at this drought. Okay, Kirby manages to handle a 23-piece drought. Uh-oh. WDCB is having to deal with some kind of high up stack there, but is rolling, so can probably get out of there. Small Jordan's board, a little bit dependent, waiting for a long bar, but did not, so goes ahead and block it. Bidwell still playing halfway up the board. Needs a long bar. There's a long bar. Nice long bar for Bidwell. We're about 5 minutes into the qual already, and Kirby's just if I say the word, that might jinx him, but he's not hearing it because he has headphones, so he's pacing right now. 631,000 points for Kirby. Okay, Bidwell tops out at 231. Will you report that score, Bidwell? No, it does not want to report it. 661 for Kirby, and with that Tetris is at 691, 360. So on pace to max out here. Don't let that Tetris rate fool you, because I did have to refresh the browser. That is a really high Tetris rate there. Another Tetris for ID Kirby, 721. WD Subia dealing with a over 20 piece drought. How is he going to handle it? Hangs the J, does not get the 5 tap over, tops out. And in the bottom left, Kirby still playing game 1, 754. Waiting for a long bar, but blocks it. Oh no, hangs it. Oh, I don't think he's going to get anything over. Will you report that? 7, I guess I will put it 756. 756. Okay, but Kirby with that high score already puts him in seed number 1. Jordan and Bidwell has yet to report a score. Okay, Jordan transitions at a 398. So he's gonna have to try to get score a lot of Tetrises to get that max out before kill screen. Otherwise, he will have to do kill screen play to get that max out. Yeah, we see some here in chat. Yes, Kirby is legit. One of the few players to get a rollover. A rollover in terms of Tetris is a 1.6 million PB score. Okay, Jordan now is at 439. Dealt with a drought. Now is having a column, trying to set up a column 2 Tetris. Will he get the long bar? No, blocks the well. Probably a smart choice. Gets the long bar, but just takes the burn and transfers the well. Bidwell's board is nice and clean. 131,000 points for Bidwell. Okay, there's a Tetris for WD Subia, 151,000. Ooh, we hear a lot of feedback, but it's not the classic Tetris scene because we know how to handle our audio, I think. Yes, we do. Let us know in chat if audio is okay on our end. It seems like we're fine. It looks like we're not clipping. Thank you for letting us know that we sound fine. Okay, Bidwell reports the score? No. Okay, Bidwell gonna take a little bit of a hydration break. We are about 49 minutes, well, a little less than 50 minutes into the qualifiers here. Again, if you remember, if you're gonna report a score, please raise your hand, and so we could put your score up there. Okay, 675,000 points for small Jordan. With a bit of a interesting board there. Gonna try to down stack this before 29 hits. He has about roughly 30 more lines left. Make that 20 more lines. We are in level 17 color, 27 colors now. Gets the 5 tap over.
Game On Expo, this is your last chance to sign up for Tekken Tag Tournament. We're starting in a few minutes. The last chance to start.
Okay, nice Tetris there for small Jordan. 733,000 points, has room for about 3 more Tetrises. Make that 2 more Tetrises now. 1 more Tetris, was dealing with a drought. Can get a long bar for a Tetris and then might have to do some kill screen play. We'll see how good Jordan's kill screen play is. If anyone sees his level to 29 speed, here we go. Get some burns there. Setting up for a dirty triple up there. Okay, nice down stacking. Oh no, hangs that L or J piece. And okay, level 30, still hanging in there. Oh no, but that drops a piece. Needs something for the right. Oh, does not get the long bar on the right. Decides to take in column 3 and gets a 799, 160. So with that score, that brings Jordan to the first seed. Down in the bottom, we're about over 100 lines in the 100 lines. So that means transition for the bottom two for Kirby and WD Subia will be approaching very soon. Okay, Kirby is waiting for a long bar, but just keeps this nice double well to try to keep accommodating pieces. But again, where is this long bar? It is not showing. This is the brutality of classic Tetris. You just never know when you're going to get that long bar. Has a bit of a hole in columns 2, 3, and 4. And still not getting a long bar. There it is, finally, but blocks the well. Transition is about less than 10 more lines. Okay, transition for WD Subi at a 450, about 450. Oh, Kirby's board. 3 more lines to transition. There's a burn, has 2 more burns. 1 more burn. I don't know if anything might be going there to the left. There you go, transitions to level 19, and oh no, does not get the piece there. Probably not going to report that score. WD Subia is at 484 now in level 20. At level 29, the speeds will double for WD Subia. Will he get a long bar? He is experiencing a bit of a drought, a 13-piece drought, but gets the long bar after the 13-piece. Does not get the 5 tap over, but does get the next 5 tap for the long bar over. But his board is halfway up the board. That is not looking good for him. So tops out at 492.50. 492.50. Or no, 492.500. That is a higher score. Okay, that brings WD Subia in seed number 3. Okay, back in the top, we got Bidwell. Probably did do a little bit of a reset of the game. Is at 91,000 points. Small Jordan is at 22,000 points. Gets a 100% Tetris rate. Long bar in Tetris for Small Jordan. Has a bit of dependency in column 3, but opts to get the Tetris first. Okay, Bidwell setting up for a row 3 dirty Tetris, but it's not getting the long bar, so opts to go ahead and block the well and tries to reopen it. 1 more burn will do, make that 2 burns, but Bidwell's experiencing a 19-piece drought and counting, 22-piece drought. Game, where is this long bar? 26-piece drought. Oh, gets the long bar, hangs some pieces, not able to get that over. And at 133,000 points, and 7 pushdown points there. Okay, who is closer to transition? It looks like the other 3 is about in roughly the same line count, so we might see some simul transitions between all 3 of them. While Bidwell goes ahead and starts off game number 1. Or sorry, not game number 1. Resets the game. Oh yeah, so the term dirty Tetris, if anyone's curious about that, it's when you are stacking, look at the, like for example, let's look at WD Subia's board. Nice stacking from left to right, not a lot of holes, and just gets that right well Tetris. Anything that's not a right well Tetris is either a center well Tetris, and anything Tetris is above holes is a dirty Tetris. So the opposite of clean Tetrises would be a dirty Tetris. Okay, Bidwell, like for example, is going for some dirty burns up there because he is halfway up the board. Not dirty Tetrises, but just dirty burns. Now has a long bar dependency on the right. Probably did not have enough dash charge to get that long bar over. Wanted to get the board a little bit lower just for that burn. And it takes another safety triple, but is bringing it down now. Jordan is about halfway towards transition, so he's at line 63. At line 130 is when you're going to see another speed change. Look at that. Rolls that long bar over, and has about 90% Tetris rate. That is a very optimal stacking there. So we could possibly see a high 600K transition for Small Jordan, maybe even a 700, dare I say. Just as I dare say, Small Jordan there gets a Tetris. Dirty Burns is my Simpsons. Wow. Well, Burns is, of course, a character from The Simpsons. Smithers and Burns. Okay, we're about 42 minutes into this qual session, and no max outs just yet, but with the pace that Small Jordan is having, we might see it. Okay, about to reach the 100 line mark, so about 30 more lines into transition for Small Jordan. Okay, Bidwell looks like he's just going to go ahead and reset that game. 121.90, still no reports. Okay, Small Jordan going for a... Okay, could have set up for a dirty Tetris in the middle, but decides to just take the safety triple. Okay, so Kirby tops out at 521. So probably going to go ahead and do another game. Okay, we got a 523,000 points for Jordan, but it does not have the ideal board until transition. This is hurting his pace just a little bit, but still has a nice 500K score, over 500K score for transition. We will might see that 600K soon. WD Subio's board, though, at 100 lines at about 400K points, and about to reach transition, is not looking quite ideal for transition. So it's going to go ahead and start down stacking it. Small Jordan needs... Oh, no! Misflips a piece! Oh, no! Transition is about to happen in 4 more lines for Small Jordan. Can he get out of this before the transition? He has one more burn available. Needs the long bar over, gets it over. There's a transition. Down stacking this okay. Nice burns. Okay, it looks like he's about to get out of this situation. Gets a long bar, could have put it in column 9, but decides to go for a nice center wall Tetris. Needs to get rid of that diving board, finally gets rid of it. And is probably going to go ahead and set up for a column 7 Tetris. Oh, misses a spin. I'm not sure if anyone can confirm. Is that spin even doable in this version of Classic Tetris? Jordan is trying to set up. Oh, it's great. There's a transition for WCD Subia. Was not able to get the board ideal for transition. Is at 445,000 points. Is about to top out if he doesn't get any good pieces to burn out of this. Needs another long bar. Does not flip it over. 445,000 points. Not beating his prior kicker. 592,000 points for Jordan on the top right. 620,000 points. We are more than max out pace here. Yeah, that one I almost thought he was gonna top out there for Jordan, but showing the magic, not the magic, the power of rolling can get you out of any sticky situation. Bidwell dealing with a 22-piece drought, not looking ideal there for Bidwell, but is set up to try to burn this down, blocks that dependency down the middle. Oh, look at this, 35-piece drought for Bidwell, but gets out of it, or handles the drought, but now needs to continue down stacking to get his board situated for some Tetrises. 696,000 points for Jordan. Okay, nice Tetris there, 728. Almost there to beating his qual scores. 757,000 points with that Tetris. Is at level 25. We're so close to reaching kill screen.
Omega. Sean 25. Solo.
There's a long bar. There's a Tetris. 793,000 points for Small Jordan. Is going to beat his, soon to beat his
The sixth.
qual score here. 825. Finally beats his qual score. Still has room for a max out.
Mike.
Needs a long bar, but where is this long bar? There it is. There's a Tetris. 859,000 points for Small Jordan. We're about in level 27. 2 more levels until kill screen here. If he wants to get this max out before the kill screen, he needs to start getting some Tetris. Has room for some burns like that one, and there's a Tetris. 897,000 points. Takes a triple. Already in level 28. He has less than 10 more lines into transition. Has 1 more Tetris available. He is going to have to do some kill screen play to get this max out. There's a transition to kill screen. 978,000 points. Needs a few more burns to get that max out. Needs a long bar. Give him the long bar game. Come on. Where's the long bar? There it is, and there's a max out for Jordan. First max out of the game. And the fans go wild. We get our first max out, placing Jordan in the number 1 seed. Down in the bottom, we got a 511,000 points for Kirby, about 30 more lines into transition. Oh wait, there was a max out. We're supposed to ring this bell when that happens.
Anybody else that thought they signed up that I did not call? Anybody else?
Yes, that was some impressive down stacking there by Jordan, according to chat. So we do have some Jordan fans here on the chat.
Elimination tournament. That means if you lose against your first opponent, don't go anywhere. We're moving you to what's called the losers bracket.
Okay, Kirby is now at 541,000 points, dealing with a 16-piece droughts, gets the long bar, but was not able to utilize it for a Tetris. But the next long bar, he was able to get that Tetris.
Rounds in the game, and then 2 out of 3 games.
Okay, we're about to reach transition for Kirby.
Arcade mode.
2 more, he could afford 2 more Tetrises until transition. We could get a nice 600K transition here, which means he will not need to work too hard to get a max out. There's a long bar, there's a Tetris, has room for 1 more. 613,000 points for ID Kirby.
Who your opponent's going to be, I'm sorry, who your coach is going to be, and then
We have about 36 minutes left until this qual session. Transitions at 6:14. Did not go for a Tetris, just takes the burn. Get a nice healthy board towards transition, then having to get that Tetris is probably the best play here.
when I call your matchup, come
Kirby now dealing with some kind of drought, 16-piece drought until a Tetris. 663,000 points. Kirby is on pace again, but again, waiting for this long bar. We got another drought. Once a drought happens, another drought comes into play. 21-piece drought. Where is this long bar? Game, come on, give them the long bar. Dealing with a 26-piece drought, 27-piece drought, 28, 29, 30, 31-piece droughts. Get the Tetris, 702,000 points at level 21. Wow. Okay, Small Jordan decides to go, starts another game, but he's doing a level 19 starts. Has the potential to get a max out faster. With 35 minutes left in the clock, it's a will of who's going to get the most max outs in this first qual session. We still got 3 more other qual sessions here. If anyone is interested in playing some Tetris, feel free to let us organizers know so then you can play. Uh-oh. Is someone reporting some score there off stream? Oh.
Stockatron and Sean 25. Y'all are at station 22. Station 22.
Okay, down in Kirby has a 798,000 points. Okay, could get an early max out here before the kill screen, but is having to deal with another drought, but gets a long bar, down stacking this perfectly. Nice double there, opens up the well when the long bar shows. Has another long bar, that's the story of my life. You block the well, you get the long bar. That's how brutal RNG is for this game.
Y'all are at station 24.
Kirby is at 812,000 points into level 25. There's a long bar, there's a Tetris, 844. We are gonna get possibly an early max out here for Kirby.
25. Station 25.
Oh no, mistucks that T. Has to adjust to that speed.
Main screen.
Okay, nice burn to the double there. Has the well open now for a long bar. And there it is, dealing with a 17-piece drought into a transition. 887,000 points. We are probably going to get an early max out before kill screen here, which will be a very impressive max out, not having to play kill screen there. There's another long bar. There's a transition. 954,000 points for ID Kirby.
Everybody else, we are
About two Tetrises will do it. One more Tetris guaranteed to get this before the kill screen. Will he get the long bar? Or is he just going to burn this into the kill screen? Could have set up there for that T. Okay, he's set up now. Give him the long bar. There's a long bar. There's a Tetris. Woo, we got maxed out again in Kirby. And let's give him that max out. So with that, Kirby is still seated at number 2 because Jordan does have the higher kicker, by the way.
Connor, when you get a chance, can you check station 24? I believe it's frozen.
Yeah, so if anyone is curious or wants to play, we are doing some sign-ups. So feel free to see any of us Tetris staff players here, and we will be able to help you out play some Tetris. There will be a silver bracket, so we will have over 20. We have the potential to have over 24 players play in this tournament. So feel free to reach out to any one of the Tetris people here. If you want to just practice and warm up before qualing, feel free to do so, because it is Tetris. No rules needed. Just play Tetris, take the burns, and get those long bars to get a Tetris, of course. Okay, WD Subia dealing with some kind of mess there. Okay, Jordan doing the level 19 starts, did get a lower transition until level 20. Probably gonna have to do some more. Gonna have to do some more Tetrises to get that max out before kill screen. And if anyone is curious about what a kill screen is, the speed that you're seeing Jordan play will double once he reaches level 29. And when that happens, the speed is going to go really fast. Back then, it was dubbed the kill screen because no one could play in that speed. But with the magic of rolling, as you can see, 3 of the 4 players here play. It just shows you how well they can, move through that speed. It's so good that we actually had to patch this game to give them another kill screen, and it looks like their Jordan tops out at 603. Bidwell is actually doing really good now. 341,000 points. Is about 100 lines, about to reach transition here. So let's keep an eye out on Bidwell, one of our Lifetime Achievement Award player. Also does the Dr. Mario tournament. So if anyone here likes Dr. Mario, there will be Dr. Mario on Sunday. Once I set it up, I could just start the stream, but I'll probably do it in the second one then. Okay, Jordan now did top out, so he is doing another level 19 start. Bidwell, wow, look at this, 415,000 points. This goes to show you that Tetris is really great for all ages. Anyone could max out. Anyone could get a high score. Anyone could also report a high score. Okay, Bidwell is about to reach transition very soon. Has about 5 more lines left until transition. Needs to kind of bring this board down, especially that left side, because level 19 is hard to deal with those maneuverability, especially with the playstyle that Bidwell is playing. Transitions, needs a piece over, hangs the long bar. It looks like he will go ahead and report that score. That is 446, 547. And that puts Bidwell in the bracket at 4th seed right now. And on the bottom right now, WD Subia is over 100 lines now. Going to be reaching transition very soon. 20 lines, about 17 more lines left. Okay, more level 19 starts there for Jordan. Okay, WD Subi is at 383,000 points. Now with that Tetris is at 401. He has room for one more Tetris. Oh, hangs a T. Not the kind of board you want until transition. Oh, two more lines into transition. Now dealing with the 14-piece droughts. Does not get the 5-tap. This is not looking good. Can he get another long bar at least to bring down the board before transition? Come on, game. There it is. Gets the long bar over, but the board is very high up. I don't know if he's going to get any long bar over. Could have gone a little bit flat there, but not getting it. And is at 410. So still not beating his prior kicker. Okay, we have about less than 28 minutes left into this qual session. There are some players here that we are going to be probably reporting, so we can add their scores into there. I didn't get his name. That guy right there. Danny has a score. This guy right here? Yeah. So I could type his name up.
And he's playing as well. AK Grandmaster.
Okay, so we got some top outs there. But let's now look at the bottom right again. Kirby trying to go for max out number 2. He's at 610,000 points at level 22. Again, he can have a max out here. Might turn up the aggression just a smidge, but is on max out pace. Gets the long bar over, not for a Tetris, but for some burns. There's a long bar, there's a Tetris. He nods in approval for that, loving that long bar, getting that Tetris there. And look at that board, nice and clean, ready, Tetris ready, waiting for a long bar. There it is. Places that J piece over and set up for another Tetris, and there it is. 702,000 points for ID Kirby. Setting up a nice delay burn there. Oh, Bidwell tops out at 288, not beating his prior kicker there. Okay, Kirby now is set up for another long Tetris and gets it. At level 25 at 766,000 points. He is on pace. There's another long bar, there's a Tetris. 797,000 points for Kirby. So, oh, double flips a long bar, but it's still salvageable. Can get this board situated. Look at that. With those pieces, he was able to clear up his board, avoiding those hangs. And then set up for another Tetris. Look at this. 862,000 points at level 26. We might see a level 27 max out, possibly. If he just goes nothing but Tetrises, we might see it. We might see an early max out also, again. Okay. Oh, but Kirby now is dealing with a bit of a drought. 20-piece drought. We might have to see some kill screen play here. 25-piece drought. 27-piece drought. Oh my god, the drought counter is just going. Another 31-piece drought there for Kirby. I believe Bidwell also had to face with that kind of big drought as well. Same thing with Small Jordan. But all of them handles it okay. 777 points for Kirby. Needs about one more Tetrises into a max out right before kill screen. There we go. Max out for Kirby. 2 max outs for Kirby. That will place him in the first seed now, surpassing Jordan. But Jordan is going to try to get a max out of his own. He is at 56,000. Sorry, 56,000. 56 lines into 260,000 points. WD Subia is at 332,000 points at 90 lines. WD Subia will be probably transitioning sooner
Eric Noble versus Go Kinto. Eric Noble versus Go Kinto on the main screen.
Okay, there's a long bar and there's a Tetris.
Barrett, can you tell me the name of that guy for because Danny got a score report and I want to put it on the bracket.
Yellow shirt?
Yeah, but Danny has a picture.
Okay, WD Subia gets a Tetris, 408,000 points at 112 lines. We are probably going to see a nice high 500K transition, maybe a 600K. My Tetris math is not quite there yet.
Villain on station 25.
Mr. Dance Crazy. Mr. Dance Crazy. Dance Crazy.
And again, Megastar and Omar Villain to station 25. Connor, station 22 open.
Okay, WD Subia has room for 2 more Tetrises until transition. We are possibly going to see a high okay, we're going to see a high 400K transition here. There's a long bar, there's a Tetris, 465,000 point transition for WD Subia. Gonna have to step to aggression just a bit to get these Tetrises before getting a max out before kill screen. Kill screen again being level 9.
For station 22.
Okay, 502,000 points for
Versus Sasuke. Station 22. Attack Omega versus
for WD
Sasuke.
Subia, dealing with some nice double well setup, dealing with some of those burns there.
On station 24, Pierce Nightmare versus Shark King on station 24.
Okay, WD Subia is having to deal with some down stacking here because his board is more than halfway up the board. And this is actually hurting his pace a little bit, so he's probably going to need okay, gets a long bar over, nice long bar to get that piece over. But needs something there, not that J or L. It's hard to know those letters when you're at this speed, this quick. And looks like he's about to top out. No, tops out at 422. Hold on, WD Subia, we're going to report that score. 422, 179. WD Subia, 422, 179. Oh, sorry, 522. Thank you. Wow, it's hard to multitask.
All right, we'll,
Oh, okay. We got a level 21 there for Jordan. 646,000 points. Nice VITs there. A VIT stands for a vertical eye tuck. As in, I saw that vertical eye tuck.
all right, on station 21.
Okay, we're about less than 20 minutes left into transition to the quals. So be ready because we're about to start. This qual session is about to end soon. Again, if anyone wants to play Tetris or compete in this tournament, feel free to let us know and we could sign you up.
I believe it's what, $10 or 20?
It's $20 to sign up for this tournament.
And I told Mr. Dance Fraser and Bit Shadows when I recruit as well that we'll just get their payment at the end of the call session. We won't try to do it right now.
Okay, 821,000 points for Jordan with that Tetris earlier. Is also on pace to get a max out before transition. Will he get the long bar? Waiting for it. There it is. Has an O-tuck set up, but you see, the moment you don't have that O-tuck set up, the O piece comes. That is a game of Tetris there for you. It's like the game knows. The game knows when those long bars are, or that piece that you want is gonna show up or not. Nice T-spin there for Jordan. Jordan now is set up for another long bar, set up for another Tetris. There it is. There's a long bar. There's a Tetris. Ooh, look at that. Set up for another. Can we get a very early max out? A level 27 max out per se. Of course we would if the long bar shows. But where is it? Game. Give him a long bar. 14-piece route. There's a long bar. 970,000 points. Just needs one more long bar for a Tetris. There it is. Max out for Jordan. Woo! So max out number 2 for Jordan. It looks like Jordan and Kirby here are competing for max out. So that brings Jordan back to the number 1 seed. Okay, but Kirby has transitioned to about over 500K. So he couldn't beat his kicker or can get another max out. Which one would you want? I'm pretty sure he wants to get this max out. There's a long bar. There's a Tetris. And it's set up for another row 1 dirty Tetris. There it is. There's a long bar. There's a Tetris, but hangs a piece. Needs a long bar on the left. Will the long bar show? The question is, we don't know, because this is a Tetris for you.
Oh,
I'm getting another one.
if you want, I have some chargers there you can plug.
Oh,
A lot.
Okay, 701,000 points at level 22 for Kirby. Is really, really pacing. Has about a 70% Tetris rate there. If you want to be cheeky, it's okay, exactly 70% Tetris rate. I was going to say 69.
And the 6th party. Let's have you at station 25.
Oh, and if Dit Shadows can hear this, Kingsman says he misses you on chat. Okay, so Kirby now is at 767,000 points, has an LJ dependency, fills it in with an LRJ. I really can't tell at this speed and this color. I can only tell it in level 19, level 18 speeds.
You know what I should do? I should probably just get another mic.
Okay. Ooh, how's this mic? Let me know if I need to boost it up a little bit.
Dit Shadows is telling Kingsman to come join us.
Yeah, so Dit Shadow says, Kingsman, get over here. Take a flight. It's only an hour if you're in California, but for you it might be longer than an hour. But speaking of how long is it going to be until Kirby gets a max out? Not very long, because he's at 956,000 points at 204 lines. A few more Tetrises will do it. Actually, one more Tetris will do it. We might actually see another early max out here right before 27 is about to start. Just give him a long bar game. Where is it? Take some burns, and there's another max out. Max out number 3 for Kirby. Puts himself back in the number 1 seed. And let's go ahead and update that bracket for you guys, or the qualifier seeds. Oh my God, where's the mouse cursor?
All right, Megastar and Solo to station 22.
Okay, we have about 15 minutes left into this, to the end of this qual.
Are those everyone calling right now? Or are we missing anyone?
I mean, it doesn't. I have one left. I think those maybe those another one. And they'll just see at the end of the hour.
Yeah, if you do have a good score, anyone who's playing off stream, please raise your hand very high, do some crazy dance so Danny can see you, and then she'll report that score. But Ninja here is also reporting scores based on the 4 players here that we see on the screen. Yeah, so Kingsman, Tetris Ranger said he'll go with you right now. If you guys fly right now, here, in Arizona.
Guys, we're not supposed to tell them about the private jet that we secretly have.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
The government will audit us
Yeah,
if we reveal the jet.
Oh yeah, I don't want to get fired by Vince. Okay, so Bidwell goes ahead and restarts another game. Oh, look at that board for Jordan. Can he get out of it? If he does get out of it, this should be a TikTok moment. Look at that, getting the 4 taps over for that long bar. I think he's actually gonna get out of this. Just give him some good pieces. Give him a long bar. Oh no. Okay, that would have been a good moment to burn out of, but tops out at 273. So WD Subia now is at 280 points with that Tetris, more than halfway towards transition. And there's a long bar for Kirby and a Tetris. So very early on, I mean, the closest one that will be probably transitioning soon would be WD Subia. Okay, there's a long bar for WD Subia. Is at 88 lines, 309,000 points. Has a double well set up. Because of that double well setup, he was not able to utilize a long bar for a Tetris. But look at that. Because of that double well setup, he was able to accommodate that O for a safety double into a Tetris. 334,000 points for WD Subia, right about to reach the 100 line mark. And the Tetris community, we like to call that the Joey Parker turn. Who is Joey Parker? I don't know, but he is known for that 100 line mark. Okay, we got some down stacking for Bidwell's side. Very early on. I'm pretty sure he could get out of it. Look at that. While Kirby's board on the very left is very clean. A little bit dependent, but can take some of these stacks to get out of it, of course. Here and there. Nice S-spin there. Okay, we have about 12 more minutes left into this qual session. So 12 more minutes. According to some good plays, that might be about 3 or 4 good plays of Tetris. Okay. Oh, Kirby was dealing with a bit of a drought. Now his board is up high. WD Subia is about to transition very soon. Okay, never mind. Transitions at 465. He needs to get over 522,000 points to beat his prior kicker. So he could be higher in the seed here. There are going to be other qual sessions. He could even try to get a max out to secure his 3rd seed. We'll see. Because right now we're about to reach the 11-minute mark of this qual session. In the background of WD Subia, by the way, your eyes do not deceive you. That is Tekken 3 playing in the background. We have some retro games happening here in the background. A lot of retro games, to be exact. Right here on the Game On Expo in Phoenix, Arizona, where it's desertly hot, but right now it's nice and cool here.
Is Marquis still here? Okay, all right.
Okay, 483,000 points for WD Subia. Oh, but has some hangs of that pieces. Not really able to utilize those 5 taps. Okay, 491,000 points for WD Subia at level 21. Is about to... He's very close to beating his kicker, his high score. And of course, I'm pretty sure he will report this once he does. But he needs to get something there for the middle. Nice burn. Setting up for a Dusty Tetris. Not taking any more safety burns. Actually took a safety burn. Gets a Tetris. 422. Beats his prior kicker. Now everything here will just be a miracle. Will be, not a miracle, but a higher kicker basically. The question is, how far can he go until kill screen? Or will we actually see some kill screen here play for WD Subia? Because he is rolling, by the way. The rolling play style gets you out of a lot of trouble. Sets up for a center wall Tetris. Nice burn into a Tetris and transfers the well back to the right. 567,000 points for WD Subia. Oh, hangs a little bit of a long bar there. Okay, bringing the board down so that he could get that 5 tap over for the next piece that he'll need, which is, of course, the long bar. Hangs an O, though, in consequence for that, so goes ahead and takes some safety triples. 580,000 points. Oh, look at this. ID Kirby at level 21 is at 659,000 points. So he's just continued to pace. He's probably going to get another max out here. Okay, WD Subia goes ahead and takes some more burns. Not getting any Tetrises with all this down stacking, which is hurting his pace a little bit. He is going to need to get some Tetrises if he wants to get some max out. He is going to actually have to do kill screen play in order to play. I mean, sorry, to get a max out. Okay, Kirby was dealing with a bit of a drought there. Okay, but there's a long bar. There's a Tetris, 703,000 points for WD Subia. And on the top, it looks like Jordan's about to transition very soon. Bidwell's on the 100 line mark as well, about to transition just as well. It looks like the top two are about to transition while we're about to reach kill screen in the very bottom here. 640,000 points for WD Subia. With that, Tetris brings it at 674. ID Kirby is 738,000 points at level 24, getting a better score. It is not competition. They're just qualing right now. But now has a bit of a double flip there of the piece, hangs the piece. Look at this nice Tetris there for WD Subia, 712,000 points. He has room for one more Tetris. Let's see some kill screen play here from WD Subia. One more burn. And oh no, he's actually committing for this Tetris. There it is, 884. Let's see, look at this kill screen play. Nice down stacking. How far can he go? Oh, overshifts to O. And looks like he's gonna top out at 787,891. So that still brings him on the third seed, but it is going to be higher for Ditch Shadow, Bidwell, AK Grandmaster, and Mr. Dance Crazer to try to catch up to WD Subia because of that higher kicker score. We have about 7 minutes left. Over 7 minutes left until the end of this qual session. That would be probably one really good game or multiple early top outs and resets. It depends on how you play, of course. But how are we playing up there in the top? 555,000 points for Jordan. All those fives, commentated by the Ninja of Ninja 5 here. Okay, Bidwell is already transitioned too, so he's committing for some kind of center wall action here. Does not have the dash piece to get that piece all the way over, but has some of those boards. Needs to kind of bring this down. Oh, that left side might be GG's, but takes a nice flat burn. No, he's actually getting out of this. Can get out of this. Just needs specific pieces. 329, not beating his prior kicker score, so he is not gonna report that. You know, could someone valid tell me to know this in the Classic Tetris community? Has anyone ever reported a lower kicker score after they got a high kicker score? I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Someone could try to do it for the memes, but I don't know. But what I do see is a higher kicker score there for ID Kirby. 935, 360. Yeah, so now ID Kirby has a higher kicker. Oh, Jordan tops out at 604. Not beating his kicker there. So ID Kirby is someone to reckon with here at this tournament. Might be the strong favorite here with 3 max outs and a 935,000 point kicker. Okay, we got less than 6 minutes left into this qual session.
Can I get Hank versus Danny Moreno on Station 21? Is Danny Moreno still here? All right, Station 21 versus Pink.
Okay, Jordan has a little bit of an O spire and continues to build on this O spire. That's amazing, by the way. But flattens it out because you don't want a spiring board. You want a flat board. That's the best way to deal with this game called Classic Tetris. And if anyone here in the convention wants to play some Tetris, we have some stations here. And if you say, hey, maybe I'm good to compete, let us know, and we'll report your qual so you could be up here on the screen. See your name up, see how you rank, and the people here at the Phoenix, Arizona. We got some people that are local here, and we got some people traveling. For example, Kirby is not from Phoenix. Bidwell's not from Phoenix. I'm not from Phoenix, but we're just here to enjoy the Game On Expo here at Phoenix, Arizona. Perfect weather, by the way, in the month of April. Not scorching hot, like Arizona is known for. Oh, look at that 5 tap over. And look at those nice placements of those pieces for Kirby. Is he gonna, okay, he's gonna do it. He gets a nice dirty Tetris up there. A little bit scary, but you know, the magic of rolling, you can get out of those situations.
On Station 23, can I get the sixth Carney versus Attack Omega on Station 23?
Okay, so what else is happening here? Tetris is happening here. they're all in level 18 speed. So after all the craziness of level 19 and level 29 speeds, it's nice to go back and chill here at the level 18 speed.
Versus Eric Noble.
Okay, Small Jordan dealing with some double flips there. Sometimes you gotta wonder if fatigue is kicking in. We have about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left into this qual session. You have one good game to go through if you are still playing your game, or you restarted the game. And make that about 3 minutes now. 3 minutes left until this qual session. Okay, Small Jordan goes for the dependency, not bringing the board down, but does not get the Z all the way to the right. That was like a mistap there. Okay, WD Subia is not in the ideal board state right now, so gonna have to do some down stacking. Hangs the S, hangs the T, decides to reset, decides, hey, you know what, this score might not be good, so let me just reset because we have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left into this qual. Okay, 399,000 points for Kirby with those burns, or that burns. Will make it at 405. Gets a Tetris. Has a spin setup. Oh, there was the perfect setup for that L, but did not show up on time. Came a piece too late. So now it's setting up for a Dusty Tetris. So now we're in the 2 minute mark. 2 minute mark. Oh, Small Jordan hangs that piece over and could still get the long bar over. Look at that. Gets the long bar over with the magic of rolling, with the power of rolling. Nice sets up and tucks there. Okay, Small Jordan is waiting for a long bar for that middle. But again, where is the long bar? He is experiencing a drought. 19-piece drought, 21-piece drought, 23. There was just another drought there for Jordan, not able to get a long bar. Okay, we got 90 seconds left. 90 seconds left until the end of this qual session. So far, Kirby has 3 max out and a 900 kicker. Jordan has 2 max out and about an 800 kicker. WD Subia has a 787,000 point kicker. Ditch Shadow 522, Bidwell 446, AK Grandmaster 434, and Mr. Dance Crazer 408. Now we are reaching the 1 minute mark. If anyone wants to restart their game, you need to restart it now. If you do not like your game, restart it now, because once this minute is over, you are not able to play a new game. You can still play off your game if you want to, but this is it. We are down to the last minute of this qual session. Looks like Jordan goes and does a level 19 starts. I'd be interested to see how many people would actually start at level 9 at the last minute. But what is also happening right now, okay, Bidwell goes ahead and resets. This will probably be his last game because he was dealing with a 20-piece drought. We got 26 seconds left on the clock. Okay, it looks like ID Kirby has transitioned already and is at 618,000 points. So everybody,
Game Scout.
we got 10 seconds left into this qual. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, Bidwell gets it down to the wire. So this is your last game. You are not to start any new games. Whatever your game is, this is it. If you want to improve your score, this is your final chance. If you want to get another max out, feel free and be my guest. And we got our CTWC boss back.
Hey Ninja, how you doing?
I am doing fine. That was some great action I'm seeing here in the first qual session. And there's like 2 more qual sessions left after this.
That's right. So if you want to be in the next qual session, please come up to the stage area here, and we'll get you signed up and ready to go right after this qual session.
Yeah, and it looks like Kirby is at 762,000 points. Oh, look at this. It looks like Kirby might be able to get this last max out. Jordan tops out at 213, so is unable to go ahead and play that score. WD Subia is at 324.
Are we going to see Chris King here soon?
Later today.
Today?
And after this qual session, stay tuned because we will have the great Chris Tang here commentating. We got 867,000 points for Kirby. And gets a dirty burn up there. Needs to open up the well so he can start scoring some Tetrises. 906,000 points for Kirby at level 26. Trying to open up the well, opens it up. There's a long bar, there's a Tetris. 942,000 points for ID Kirby. A few more Tetrises will do it for a max out. 2 more Tetrises to be exact. He's set up. Will the game give him a long bar because he is going through a drought? 19, 20, 21 piece drought, 23 piece drought. Where is this long bar? Give him a long bar game. There's a long bar after a 29 piece drought. 991 needs a few more burns into this kill screen. Setting up for a Tetris. Could have taken a few burns. There's a burn. There's a long bar. There's a Tetris. And max out number 4 for Kirby, placing himself as a strong number 1 seed. GG's players. And with that 4 max, look at this. You get to see some level 29 speed there from Kirby. He's doing what they call a mullining, a 1.1 million, and continues to go. He's still going. He's setting up for another Tetris. Where's this long bar? There it is. Can we get a 1.2? Can we get a 1.2? The answer is, come on, give him a long bar. At least one long bar. No long bar. A 1.18. GG's to ID Kirby, having 4 max outs and a 900K kicker. So that completes the first qual session.
Oh, we reset it? Oh, no. How does that work? Can you play one more game off stream?
We have time. Like, I approve if we want to get in one more.
Yeah, one more game.
And then DIT Shadows had to drop out. He can't come back. So.
Okay.
GG's to WD Subia. So we're going to go ahead and get ready for the next qual session. This is not the final bracket. This is a potential bracket, by the way.